Coming up today on Cruiseman's Garage, we're going to install a SuperBrace fork stabilizer on this Triumph Thruxton. The tools needed for this job are a 5mm hex wrench, a 5mm hex socket, a 6mm hex socket, a ratchet, a torque wrench, a rubber mallet and a punch, and some tin snips. Before we start, make sure you have the correct SuperBrace for your year and make and model of motorcycle. If your motorcycle has a center stand, go ahead and place it on the center stand. This Thruxton does not, so we're using a piece of wood under the side stand so the bike is upright. Make sure the front wheel is facing forward. Now, if your Thruxton is equipped with these plastic fork protectors, we need to remove these before we can install the SuperBrace. The easiest way to do this is to use a small punch. Be very careful, get up under that plastic edge and just kind of use a rubber mallet to tap up. You could also use a little piece of wood. Eventually that protector will come loose like shown. Then you can use a pair of tin snips to just cut that ring and it'll cut right off and remove it. Using a 6mm Allen socket, you can loosen the pinch bolt on the right front fork. Now, don't remove it, just loosen it. Go ahead and disassemble the SuperBrace by removing the 4 5mm hex bolts. Once the bolts are removed, you can separate the two halves of the SuperBrace. Now we're ready to install the SuperBrace. Begin with the front half and make sure that the machined groove on the inside of the SuperBrace fits into place on the front forks as shown. Next, match the rear half of the SuperBrace with the front half and install the 4 5mm hex bolts as shown and hand tighten each one. Using a torque wrench, you can now tighten each of these 4 bolts to 10 foot-pounds. Don't forget to torque the actual pinch bolt to factory specs. On this Thruxton, it's 16 foot-pounds.